Hello everyone, welcome back to the IT Asset Management app tutorial series. In this series, we are learning Power App by building a real business application from scratch. Now in this video, we will create a modern gallery with filter and sidebar pop-up for managing assets. So let's get started. Open the solution that we created in the previous videos. As you can see, we already created all of our Dataverse tables in the last video. Now go to the app and open the application for editing. We already created this navigation menu in the first video. First, let's set the same background color for all screens. Now for better alignment and menu visibility, let's add a horizontal container to the screen. Set its width to parent.width and height to parent.height. Now cut the menu component and paste it inside the horizontal container. Next, add another vertical container inside the menu. Now we need to create searchable gallery layout. Let's first create the skeleton that we will use. We will add application header, a horizontal search container, and a vertical gallery container for displaying our asset records. Let's keep the gallery container using a maximum available space by increasing its fill portion. Reduce the border radius and remove the shadow for the cleaner modern look. Now insert a vertical container inside the header container. Add a button inside the header. Next, insert the two text labels inside the vertical container. This will keep the same spacing between title and subtitle. Rename the both text labels. Adjust the text size and theme color. Rename the button to add assets. Adjust its alignment and apply the fill color. Now let's enable modern controls and themes. Insert a modern text input that we will use as our search bar. Add a placeholder and change the fill color. Now select the search container and insert 3 modern drop-down controls. Rename them as the first one is asset type, the second one is asset status, and the third one is locations. Select all 3 drop-downs, apply a highlight gray background and change the border color. Now insert the reset icon inside the same container. Change its color and adjust the padding so everything fits nicely. Now give the search box a fill portion of 3 so it's become wider than the drop-downs. Finally change all the background to white. Now all our filters are nicely highlighted. Next, let's add all the Dataverse tables that we created in the previous videos. After adding all the tables, let's configure each dropdown. For the asset type dropdown, we will use district function. Select the table and then the asset type column. Since this is not a choice column, we are using a district to return the only unique values. Now do the same for the asset status dropdown. Since this is the Dataverse choice column, we can directly use the choice function. Finally, for the location dropdown, we will use the district because this is also not a choice column and we only need unique location records. Now let's create our gallery. Add another horizontal container inside the column header. Insert the gallery inside the main container. Insert the gallery header and all the required text labels. Rename every headers. Then change the background color of the header container. Now change the border color for the main gallery container. Now insert another horizontal container inside the gallery template. Set its width to parent.template width and height to parent.template height. Now change the template background color. Let's keep it both the header and template background white. Now copy the same text labels into the gallery template. Select the gallery and connect it to our asset inventory table. Now replace the labels using this item.column name. Since this is currently no data inside the table, the gallery appears blank. Let me quickly add some sample data. Now it's look much better. Let's also change the main header color. I want to display the model number together with the asset name and asset tag. Otherwise, it starts looking like an Excel sheet. Instead, let's combine asset name, asset tag, and model number into the one column. Increase the gallery template width slightly. Insert a vertical container inside the gallery template. Adjust the padding. Add two text labels. Now let's apply the template fill formula. If the current row is selected, we will show the white background. Otherwise, we will keep it transparent. Now we need to integrate our search bar and drop-down filters in the gallery item property. We will use the following formula. After adding the formula, let's understand how it works. First, we will filter the asset inventory table. The search section check whether the search box is empty. If it is empty, all records are displayed. Otherwise, it's search, asset name, asset tag, brand, and model. Next, insert the asset type filter. If no asset type is selected, it ignores the filter. Otherwise, it display only matching records. The asset status filter work exactly the same. Finally, the location filter check the selected location and filter accordingly. After all filtering is selected, we are sorting the records by the created on column in descending order. So newest assets appear first. Now let's test everything. Everything is working correctly. Now what happens if gallery become empty? After applying filters, instead of showing blank space, let's display the friendly message. Select the gallery container, insert another vertical container. Set its fill portion to 8, which is the same as a gallery. Center everything and now add icon. Change its color, add a bold text label, then add another description label below it. Change its color to gray. Now rename this container. Now rename the gallery. Go to this visible property. Use count rows asset gallery dot all item is equal to 0. This means whenever there are 0 records inside the gallery, this container become visible. Now select the gallery and its visible property. Use not equal is empty and asset gallery dot all items. This means if the gallery contains records, it will be visible. Otherwise, it will hidden. Let's test it. Perfect. Now let's align everything properly. Keep the text label height and at around 40 and check the alignment. Now let's create a pop-up window for adding assets. Click on the screen and insert a horizontal container. Set X and Y to 0. Set width to parent.width and height to parent.height. Apply a transparent background. Now insert another container inside it. Change its fill color to white. Set the width to around 1/3 of the screen. Remove the padding. Insert the pop-up. Add a cancel icon. Adjust its padding and height. Now add a text label that will display the form title. Next, insert a edit form. Rename the form. Set the asset inventory table as a data source. Power automatically create a cards. Remove the cards that we don't need. Keep only the required fields. Align the form fields for every field. Enable width fit. Finally, add a save button at the bottom. Now for the header text, we will use the switch function. If the form mode is new, we will display add a new asset. If the form mode is edit, we will display edit asset details. If the form mode is view, we will display view asset details. Now change the color according to our application theme. Select the main pop-up container in the visible property. Use a variable. Now select the add asset button. In the on select property, set the variable to true. The button, when we click the button, the pop-up becomes visible. For the cancel icon, simply set the variable back to false. Now for the save button, use submit form and form name. After the form is submitted successfully, go to the form on success property and set the variable back to false so the pop-up automatically closes. Finally, let's add action icons inside the gallery. We will add one icon for edit and another for view. Reduce the padding and adjust the color. For the add asset button, we will use new form and form name. For the edit icon, first set the pop-up variable true, then use edit form and form name. For the view icon, set the pop-up variable true and then view form name, and that's it. In this video, we created a searchable gallery with multiple filters, handle the empty gallery condition with no record message, and build reusable pop-up for adding, editing and viewing asset records. In the next video, we'll create the location screen. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to subscribe. We are building this complete application from scratch, and I'll also share the finished project and additional resources on my Apptomax website. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.